Hey everyone, this is second video of Game Engine from Scratch series where I would like to share the features of the small engine that I'm building from scratch. This engine is built for Windows right now using Win32 SDK, and it uses OpenGL. So this UI what you are seeing right now is basically of the scene. I have a scene graph on the right side and I can click on any object. For example, like you are seeing a bat here, right? This bat. So I can actually click this bat and I can move this bat up, down. I can move it left, right, wherever I want. I can modify its transform, modify its render properties. So there are limited render properties right now because this is based on fixed function pipeline. I will port it to shaders very soon in the coming few days. So there are a few debug options. Then I have a few camera settings as well. Camera settings, like I can modify the FOV. So this scene you are seeing right now, right? This is a layered scene. It's a 2D scene layered where things are layered one after the other. I'll showcase camera separately probably in the next video, but in this video I wanted to specifically focus on the sprite sheet render. A sprite sheet is an image which has multiple frames aligned, stacked one after the other. It can have n rows, m columns. So this particular bunny hopping sprite sheet, this has 8 columns and 1 row. Similarly, this deer sprite sheet has 2 columns and 3 rows. We can load such sprite sheet of any sizes, of any grid pattern, and we can showcase them. We can bring those objects in my engine and we can render them with whatever frame rate you like. So what I will do is, from this scene graph, I will select a sprite. Yeah, this sprite sheet is of this animal crying, and I can go to the custom properties of sprite sheet and I can select how many rows and columns are there, and I can also select the frame rate. So let's do one thing. Let's decrease the frame rate to, let's say, 2. So you'll see that only 2 frames each second are drawn here. If I increase the frame rate, you can see the animation kind of speeds up, right? And yeah, just like that, I can also select the width and height of the sprite. I can select the number of rows and columns. So right now the sprite sheet has 6 columns and 1 row. That's why it is being shown perfectly. But let's say if I put 3 here, you'll see that 2 come side by side. So yeah, so I can load sprite sheet of any size, and I can actually set the frame rate, and it will show up like this. So what I'll do is I'll go to my entity spawner, which allows me to create that sprite sheet, and I will click on sprite and I'll set the location to camera and I'll activate that sprite. So this is the sprite that has come up. Now I can actually load any texture here in the sprite sheet. Let's select this sprite sheet. So if I just preview it once, 9 columns and 1 row. So we'll have to set that as a size. So if I just select this, you'll see that it comes up, right? But right now the size is all messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to custom properties. I'll set the columns to 9, and the moment I set it to 9, you'll see that it gets adjusted automatically. And I can set the FPS also. So right now it is 12. Let's just select 3. So you'll see that the animation now runs smoothly, right? I can adjust it as I want, and I can keep it wherever I want in my scene, right? Right now the width is not okay, so let's increase the width a bit. Yes, yeah. Similarly, I can load another texture. So let's load another texture, common sprites, and let's try to load, let's say, this hippo. Okay, the hippo sprite has 2 columns and 3 rows. So we are going to put it as 3 rows and 2 columns, and you'll see that the sprite gets loaded correctly, right? And I can, as always, I can increase, decrease the FPS, and that is how my sprite sheet animation basically works. If I want to remove it, all I have to do is select this sprite here, and I'll have to click remove entity, and it gets removed, right? Yeah. So this is a game engine from scratch. This engine is called Fuzzy, and I'll see you in the next video.